All right, I think I'm live on YouTube. Let me take a look at Facebook. Yup. Let's go live there too. All right. This is just a quick little vlog. Um, like we're either in Q2 or either moving into Q2, one of the two. And I wanted to talk about I talked about this with my other group back in I think it was late February or early March or whatever. And so I remember talking to them and saying, hey, we're moving into the second quarter, and I know that you guys want to fizzle out, right? And I said this, I promise you I said this. And I'm like, look, I know that you guys are trying to fizzle out, and I wanted to give everybody motivation. And so at that particular time, I really went in on the motivation because I didn't want you. I want to congratulate Andrew, though. This is his video he posted up in the group when he got his first sale on his website. Look how excited he is. I just want to congratulate him, right? But this is the one thing that I wanted to talk about right now. Out of everybody that started with me, holding ourselves accountable, Andrew is the only guy that's really stuck with it and become successful. Like, what have you done this year to become successful? What are the steps have you taken? What steps have you taken, right? 99% of you won't do what it takes to become successful. I heard Will Smith say some shit like this, man. It kind of socked me in the gut, right? And I'm going to tell you why it hit me in the gut. Because I was in the middle of working out, and I'm on day number 50. I'm on day number 50 of me working out, right? I was in the middle of working out, and my ass started hurting from this damn bike, and I got off the bike, and I started doing other exercises, and it just hit me. Dude, you are becoming the 99, that percentile of the person that doesn't want to do what it takes to succeed. I hopped my ass back on that fucking bike and finished my fucking workout. For me, this is what it was. It's not really business, right? But for me, I'm on day number 50 of working out, and I hate working out. And I bought this damn bike, and it tears as you see the picture I put in here in my update, right? It tears my ass up every time that I ride this bike. But on the business side of things, what have I done on business, right? So on the business side of things, since the beginning of the year, I have over $500,000 in business, and these numbers are these aren't even real numbers. These are so conservative that they almost don't matter. But this is $500,000 in business that I have on the board since the beginning of the year. I'm talking about actually for like the last 45 days. My plan was to hire 6 new people, or not to just hire new people. 80% of my time will be spent networking, hiring new people, and trusting them. And right now, I have over 7 people on my team working for me, and they're all here in Slack. I've got a guy that does my blogging for me. I have a new VA. I've got an office manager, 3 new sales guys, myself, and my art director. I've done all of this since the beginning of the year, right? What are you willing to do are you willing to do what it takes to succeed? Like, dude said, a lot of people want to go to heaven, but none of us want to die. Like, what it takes for success, like, do you have what it really takes, right? Now I'm not talking about, like, fake Facebook success. I'm not talking about what we all post on Facebook lying and trying to make our lives look prettier than what they really are. I'm talking about real success. Do we have, hey, what's up, Chris? Do we have what it takes to really do what it takes? Do we have what it is that we need inside to do what it takes to succeed, right? Like, are you on Facebook talking all day and fucking around? Are you really putting in work? How many videos did you post up to YouTube if that's your business? How many blogs have you written? right, to get that free traffic. How much networking have you done this week, right? So to give you another example of things that I said that I would do, here are all of my podcast emails that I sent out to get on more podcasts, right? And so here you go, like, thanks for reaching out. We're currently all booked. So they told me to fuck myself, right? But then in here, there's a guy that said, yeah, I'll fuck with you, man. Right? I'm interested to learn more. Yeah, well, schedule us for later on. But I'm sending out emails. I'm going crazy sending out emails, trying to get on podcasts and talk to people, right? I'm setting appointments. I'm cold emailing 50 businesses a day, and now I'm emailing 50 podcasts a day. What have you done? Are you chit-chatting on Facebook and spending 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, going through your Facebook feed, or hopping from group to group and talking about business? Are you really in business? For everybody that's in my group that are deal fiends, are you just talking about deals all day and what deals are included in this and how can we stack the deals and how can we get more out of the deal or less out of the deal or if it's cool or not cool? Now, we all have fun doing that, and I do that on the weekends every once in a while, but what are you really doing to make your business pop? When do we get off of AppSumo and lifetime deals and buying $49 deals and start really fucking doing big business where we don't give a shit how much we're paying for apps, right? I'm on my way to that right now. Right? I'm on my way to that right now where I don't even give a shit about AppSumo deals. My pipeline is looking so good right now that I'm on my way to that, right? So what are we all doing to get that done? Are you going to do what it takes to get this look right here?
$7. Let's go.
Listen at him. He's so excited, man. Just because he's been working so hard at getting that, right? He's so excited to get that first sale on his website, right? Are you going to do that? 99% of you aren't going to do it. You won't do what it takes to get that feeling right there, even though you want that feeling. What is it going to take for you to finally say, fuck it, I'm going to get to work? We're going into the second quarter. Are we already in the second quarter? I don't keep a track of the exact dates or whatever, right? But are you going to go into Q3 saying, fuck, I'm going to do it for the Q4 because I know that Q4 is good for, selling e-commerce and I'm going to start then? Are you going to get started now? Start doing your product research. Start throwing products up on the board. Start seeing where you can try to make some money now. Trying to see what's hot right now because you're going to have to figure out what's trending going into the quarter. You can't go into Q4 trying to figure out to go sell widgets and they're already hot. You need to be on top of the shit right now. You need to have a supplier. You need to have pricing. You need to have shipping, logistics figured out. You need to have your branding figured out. Are you going to do that now? Are you going to wait? 99% of us that are on the internet are full of shit. We're all full of shit, man. Sooner or later, you're going to figure that shit out, man. I've been watching people over the years, the same people go through the same shit, right? The same cycle. Yeah, this year is going to be the year. 50 days for me, right? For me, this is what it was. It was finally working out, right? And I purposely didn't do the shit in January because I don't believe in the whole resolutions thing. I purposely didn't do it then, but 50 days for me, that's what it was. Am I going to be a bum going into Christmas next year talking about I'm gaining, 5 or 10 pounds extra for Christmas, or maybe we won't eat that extra pie or whatever? No, I'll be able to have Christmas and Thanksgiving like I want it because I'll be working out every fucking day. I'll be on this bike 2 hours a day, doing what it takes. And this is a part of being successful. Self-discipline, man. Doing what it takes to discipline yourself to get to the next level, right? That's what it was for me. What is it for you? What is it that you keep doing? Do you need to stop fucking with Facebook? The one thing I noticed, man, is that a lot of us spend a lot of time in these Facebook groups. Now, my business is Facebook groups, right? Part of my business is Facebook group. What's your excuse? Why are you spending so much time? I see some people, and I'm not going to call any names out, but they spend so much time in Facebook groups. How in the fuck are you running $1 million business? How do you have 40 clients and running and talking in Facebook groups all day about a $49 Facebook AppSumo deal? It's impossible. You're fucking lying to yourself and to us. So the first thing you want to do, man, to get out of that 99% and get into that 1% of people is stop lying to yourself and own your bullshit. That's what I did. I called myself a fat fucking slob, a fat ass. You need to get your fat ass and start working out because it's bullshit and you're going to die. That's what I told myself. You're good in business, dude, but you suck. You can't even fucking run down the street with your kids if you wanted to. You can't do shit. What the fuck? You're good with business, but you're not going to be able to spend your fucking money because you're a fat ass. You're lazy. I had to own that shit. I had to tell myself, dude, you got to get your shit right. Not that, oh, well, it's okay. It'll be better when I start going out in the summertime, or it'll be better when I start, when my kids actually get here and I can. No. Fuck that. I want to be the 1%. I want to be the 1% of those people that get up every day and exercise and do what they're supposed to do. Everything you see in the movie is about a guy that's perfect, right? You know how we all watch the movie where the guy is perfect and he wakes up and he starts running on, he gets up and he goes out running, or he gets up and he starts fucking lifting weights, or he starts on his treadmill machine or whatever it is, or he gets on a bike, right? That's the picture of success. So when I read, the Tools of the Titans, Tim Ferriss's book, he was like, everybody has a morning routine. They meditate, they exercise, they read before the whole day gets started, and that shit works. So are you going to continue to be the 99% of the people that don't make a change in your life? I know you're saying, Sonny, why are you talking about this? This Facebook group is about apps. Because my Facebook group is not just about apps. My Facebook group is about you becoming a better version of yourself. Apps just help us get there. Hey, what's up, Frankie? What's up, Joe? Apps just help us get there. Apps just help us. Make apps and everything that we do on the internet, Facebook groups and stuff. They help us to put together information, and they help us automate things to make our jobs easier. But there's nothing that's going to happen for free for you. Because when you buy these apps and selling them to somebody else, that's not a fucking business. It's not a scalable business where you're going to be going out selling somebody else's beta testing app to other people for 50 or $100. That's no money. When do you get to the abundant part? I was listening to Frank Kern talk about, let's talk about real abundance. He goes, now I'm not talking about you want to do the whole like Ty Lopez thing, like you want to have a mansion. Let's just talk about normal guys, what it is that you really want. If you really drove the cars that you want to drive, let's just say you had a couple, how much would those cars cost you per month? If you really had a house note, right, and had the house that you want, no matter what it is, what would that house note cost you every month, right? If you really could just go out and spend the money that you want to spend when you want to spend it and buy what you want to buy your toys, buy something for your wife, go to the movies, filling your car with gas, getting car buying stuff for your, stereos for your car, and doing everything you wanted to do, what would that number be for you, right? And it wouldn't be $1,500 a fucking month. It wouldn't even be $10,000 a month if you just add it all up. The number's somewhere around $100,000 for most people, right? When you're talking about abundance and just having what the fuck you want, right? It starts to creep toward that $1 million a year. If you just start adding it up, right? Everything that you ever wanted, right? Add that shit up. And then ask yourself, do I have what it takes to get to that number? Self-discipline is a beast, right? So I was reading another book called The One Thing, and in that book he talks about that like that whole that self-discipline and that willpower isn't on will call. Like you can't you can't just have willpower on will call. You do have to like nourish it and feed it, and it's like a renewable energy. So you have to take naps and wake up and do these things so you can have that self-discipline and making things a routine. So people that look disciplined, like let's look at The Rock. Man, every time I look at this dude's fucking Facebook feed, he's in his he calls it the Iron Palace or some shit like that, right? And he's in there putting in work. The dude has these workout joints all over the U.S., sometime around the world. Like he has one in Hawaii and he has one in Australia. When he flies to different places, he has his own gym in each one of these places. But it's not discipline for him anymore. It's just routine. It's what he does. Once you make it a habit. So why am I counting the days that I'm tearing my ass out the frame with this bike? Why am I counting the days? Because scientists say it takes 67 days for some people to build a habit. Now, for me, it doesn't take as long, but I said I'm going to go the full 67 days, count out those 67 days to build these good habits. And good habits build on other good habits, right? So I'm asking you to join me in doing whatever it is that you need to do to make yourself successful. I'm asking you to join me in doing what it takes here in Q2, right? To do what it takes to succeed. Start working on your shit every day. Every day is, man, I had a dude that was in my group, in my everyday group, right? And I kicked him out of the fucking group because he said some shit that pissed me off. And it wasn't that he called me an asshole and called me a dick, because that's nothing new. The thing that really pissed me off, he's like, well, I decided that I'm not going to work every fucking day and I'm going to work more on this or that and the other. Well, you're a fucking bum. That's it. I've listened to enough, and this isn't reading books. This isn't like I heard it through the grapevine shit. I listen to athletes and entertainers and other successful people in business. The number one thing, I catch it every time they say it quick too, man. They say it so casually. So, Will, what did you do? Blah, blah, blah. Well, what I did was I went out and I found myself an acting coach. And every day I went in and I blah, blah, blah. And there that fucking word was. The Phelps swimmer dude, right? I will, Alexander. I will. So I'm going to talk about that in a second. I will talk about the top habits that you can start building right now. But so then another guy, he says, well, he flat out said it. What I wanted to do was to be the best swimmer in the world is I trained on Sundays. Now, he went around the everyday word, but just look at what he said. I trained on Sundays because I knew that most guys only train 6 days a week, so I would be at least 52 days ahead of everybody else in the pool. In other words, I fucking trained every day. Guess who else trains every day, no matter what, rain, snow, sleet, or shine? Floyd Mayweather, man. As much as you guys want to call him a bum, that dude trains every day. That's why he won. Call him a runner, but he could run the entire time in the ring. You couldn't run from Pacquiao that long? That's the point. That was his strategy. I'll just run away from this dude the whole time and I'll win. He had the stamina. He had what it took to be successful, man. And don't say, well, Sonny, this is business. This doesn't have anything to do with sports. Yes, it does, man. Successful people, man, champions, man, they work every fucking day. Not chatting on Facebook, not talking in groups, not fucking off with their homeboys, doing something else. They work at their shit every day. So, Alexander asked me to talk about like what habits do you need to build, right? And everybody talks about doing something that you're passionate about. And I say start building the habits that have something to do with your business until you find your passion. So, like, the number one thing that I'll tell you that if you're going to be working online and if you're going to be selling products online or if you're going to be selling services, you need to work on copywriting. Everybody could use copywriting skills. Number one is if you decide that you like copywriting and you get into it, you're going to get paid a shitload of money because there's a shortage of copywriters. Even though you think, oh, there's copywriters everywhere. No, real copywriters, there's a shortage. People that can just come bring in some and turn your fucking product into a winner, there's a shortage. Marketing. Working on that every day, man. Not everybody's a marketer. I noticed that, dude. Like, I'm not going to mention any names, but he went right to this new deal that I'm doing and went and talked to the owner and tried to do some shit that he didn't have no business doing and basically tried to fuck the deal up trying to be a marketer. You're not a marketer. Get out of the deal. If I'm creating an offer, let me create the offer. I'm a real marketer. I know what I can do and what I can't do and what deal will work for everybody and what it won't. Even though you think you have an idea, you're not a marketer. And you're not thinking about the masses. You're thinking about yourself. You need to think about the masses of everybody. And you also have to think about a win situation for everybody. It can't just be, I want to take everything because it's not going to work and you're going to get told to fuck off like this guy did. Everybody has to win. And in order to craft that, you have to know who your prospects are. And if you're going to be into like a marketing agency or a digital agency, you have to know your prospects. You have to know their prospects. And you have to make yourself happy. So you have to know yourself, right? So the job is triple. So in other words, I'm telling you that to create good habits, maybe not be into what you're passionate about. Like you don't have swimming or working out or dart throwing or shooting pool or whatever as a skill right now or playing tennis, right? Because that's easy. That you can say, okay, I'm just going to go train every day for 2 hours a day. Or like I'm working out. I'm saying I'm going to work out every day no matter what. That's easy for me to kind of work into because fuck, you just go work out. But if you don't understand what your passion is, then work at the things that's going to take it to market your passion once you have it. And doctors do that in rotation, right? They do that when they're trying to be doctors or whatever. They put them in rotation and they make them do everything. They make them do all the scut work. Then they give them the beauty stuff. They give them skin. They give them kids until they find something that kind of fits with them that they like to do, right? So doctors just don't know right off the bat that they want to be a surgeon, but maybe they thought they did, but then when they got there, they got squeamish, right? Or maybe they thought they wanted to be like, you know, and the OBGYN dude, and they start seeing green pussy things, and they're like, nah, I'm good. Right? Or maybe they just don't like feet, and they thought they wanted to do the whole podiatrist thing, right? So what you do is you just work all of the stations until you get it all right. By the time you finish, you're going to be a hell of a copywriter, a hell of a fucking marketer, hell of a sales guy. You're going to figure all these things out, right? And then you'll get your passion and you'll be like, okay, this is what I'll do to promote that, right? So that's what you should do, Alexander. You should work on those habits. And the really good thing about building good habits, they kind of build on themselves, right? So when I started working out every day, I started really getting a lot of clarity on what I wanted to do with my business. And I had a clear head. For whatever reason, I think about things during the workout and I read more. And I do more for myself, right? And this isn't about me. It's about you, though. I'm doing what I need to do in my life. I'm building up my portfolio. I'm building up my pipeline for the end of the year. The pipeline is crazy, man. So, like, you see that at the end of my pipeline, at the beginning of it, I've got like $400,000 worth of business lined up. Well, those things move over. So I'm just filling up that pipeline to where it's $1 million. And I know that I'll have $1 million in business coming through, even if I only close 50% of those deals. And I have a 90% close rate, right? So you need to do the same thing. Fill up your pipeline, man. A lot of you guys don't want to hear this shit. I get it. A lot of you guys, oh, this doesn't mean me. I'm different, right? But a dude that told me this shit a long time ago, and he was working out. He was getting into his whole thing. His name was Gary. And I told him I was taking a day off. And he said to me, this was a long time ago. He goes, man, go look in the mirror. Do you look like you want to look? And I go, no. He goes, and why are you taking a day off? That was some of the realest shit that dude had ever said to me, right? Because he was really kind of like one of my student dudes. But he started working out and started having a bunch of other realizations and shit. And he hit me in the gut with that dude. And obviously that I didn't start working out until now. That was like 10 years ago he said that to me. So I use that same thing for business. Why do I work on my business every day? Why am I behind this microphone every day? There's not a day that goes by that I don't get behind this microphone. Why? Number one is I want to be the best I can be behind this fucking microphone. Number two is I want to be the best mentor to you that I can possibly be. And I have to do that by doing it every fucking day. I want to be the best coach, the best mentor, the best influencer. I want to be everything. But I have to do it every fucking day. Where are you with your business? When you're taking time off, chit-chatting and fucking off, where are you with your business? Do you already have your business exactly where you want it to be? If that's the case, then I'm not talking about you. If you have everything that you want for you and your family right now, then I'm not talking to you. You feel free to leave the fucking stream. But for those of us who don't have that, every time you find yourself not doing something every day towards your business, ask yourself that question. Go look in the mirror and say these things. I got this from Dan Meredith's book, How to Be Fucking Awesome, I think it's called, right? And it's an exercise that he got it from Stephen Covey, right? But the way Dan Meredith says it is really kind of interesting. But go look in the mirror and ask yourself, you know, what does my bank account look like? Is it where I want it to be? What do my relationships look like? Am I friendly with my entire family or my social status with my friends? How's my physical, how do I look? Am I where I want to be there? And what does my business look like and my business relationships? Is everything okay there? When you start to look in those 4 quadrants and say shit is not right in those 4 quadrants, it'll wake you up. That's all you need to do every day and ask yourself, am I where I want to be in my business or whatever, right? So, look, I know a lot of you guys are already successful. I know a lot of you guys aren't a part of this 99%. Most of the guys in my group are 1%ers. I got it, right? And you guys are an inspiration to us all. But for guys that aren't, give this fucking video a thumbs up, man. Because there's some of us out here that need this little pep talk going into the second quarter. We're going into Q2, man. And I want you guys to finish the year strong. And I don't want to talk about you finishing the year strong in fucking December. I want to talk to you about it now. The years go by quick, man. Mark it on your calendar, dude. 15 minutes a day towards your business. Just block off that 15 minutes a day. You're not going to talk to anybody. You're not going to get on fucking Facebook. You're not going to fucking answer your phone. You're not going to chat with anybody. You're not going to do anything. All you're going to do is you're going to put on a fucking pair of headphones, put on some music of your choice, and I'm going to work on my business for the next 15 minutes. Every day, go to the calendar for 67 days and write an X on that calendar. The day that you don't work on your business for 15 days, start over. 15 minutes a day, put that red X on the calendar all the way through Q2. Work through quarter 2. Just give me 1 quarter where all you do is just work on your business for 15 minutes a day. At the end of the quarter, come back and tell me what you did. Come back and show me the difference between what you started with and what it looks like at that point. And I promise you, if you want to be like this guy, I mean, I love this excitement that he had. If you want to be like this guy right here and be so excited, he worked every day. He was so excited about that fucking shit. Look at that face, dude. How do you think that made me feel, though, as his coach and his mentor, right? It just makes me feel awesome because I love seeing him succeed, right? I do phone calls with this guy for free. I don't charge him anything. And I totally mentor this guy because I want him to win. And I want the same thing for you. I'm not bullshitting you. I do this kind of shit right now totally for free. I mentor people. I coach people because I really want to see if I could see everybody I know just win and get everything they want, man, I would die a happy man. If you could feel what I feel, dude, by not having any bills, dude, you would fucking rush to do what I'm doing. The no bills shit is awesome. Have absolutely no bills, dude. So I want to see everybody work to that. If that's what success looks like for you, then I want to see you work at that. All right, guys. Let me see if I see anybody on YouTube. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Neil. What's up, Neil? Chris. Boom. Yeah, I miss you too, Chris. And hey, guys, for showing up. Thanks a lot for everybody on YouTube. I know I wasn't looking at you guys, but I appreciate you showing up. My cousin Frankie in the house. Thanks for showing up, bro. Alexander, John, all of you guys that are here. I think Romel, I saw him in here, man. All you guys for showing up, man. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me, man. And I promise you, if you start working on your business and building good habits every day, man, you're going to see some amazing shit happen, man. I promise you, man. You're going to see some amazing stuff happen, man. Buying these apps is cool. I'm an app head too, man. Right? My name is Sonny, and I'm an app head. I am too, man. But the thing is I'm using these apps, man, and I do use them every day to get my business to the next level, right? So it's okay to be an app head as long as you can admit it, but we still need to work on our businesses every day, man. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, man. And like I said, I appreciate you guys listening to this bullshit, dude, because, not everybody can even take what I'm talking about. All right, guys, I'm out of here.